Hello everyone, welcome to a new video on ITR filing. In this video, we will be concentrating on the home loan, adding the home loan details in the ITR2 filing. As per the section 24 of the Income Tax Act, you can claim up to 2 lakh uh, interest component in of the home loan and also up to 1.5 lakh in the principal against section 80C. Okay, so we will be looking in this video how do you enter these details in the filing of the ITR2. Okay, so as usual, you need to log into the income tax portal. The portal link is given here. Okay, and then you go to the login button. You provide your um, login name, that is the PAN number and the password, and finally you start the start filing the tax returns. And when the page comes for selecting the right form, so you can see here I have selected ITR2 as the form. Then click on the button proceed with ITR2. So after a couple of steps, you will find a page where you can select multiple schedules of the income tax filing. Okay, so by default in the ITR2, the schedule for house property may not be selected. So once you see this page, you need to, on the left hand side, you need to select the income section, and under that income section, along with the scheduled salary, you can select the scheduled house property. Okay, so this is the first step in the filing of adding the home loan details in the ITR2 filing. So you need to select the scheduled house property, and also step is going under the deduction section. You need to enable the chapter 6A scheduled deduction under chapter 6A also. Okay, so by default this may not be selected for you, so you can select these sections and going under the income and the deduction uh, sections in the left side. Okay, so there is one more option, so I will be mentioning that at the end of the video as well. Okay, in order to select the different section, there is one more option. Okay, so let us go ahead. So once you have selected the schedule for deductions and also the schedule house property, okay, so you can click on the continue button, and finally you will be reaching the schedule summary page. Okay, so here where you will be seeing the different schedules which are to be filled when you are filing the income tax returns. So there are general information, then scheduled salary. So suppose you have already filled both the sections. So the next step is to enter the home loan interest details in the house property section, house property schedule. Okay, so click on this scheduled house property. Okay, you will find a page where you need to enter the details of the house property. Okay, so click on the add details button here. So you can see here the currently the income under the head house property is mentioned as 0. Okay, so first once you click on the add details, a detail page open for you where you need to give the details of the house property. Okay, so first section is about the address of the property, and then yeah, so when you are giving the address, give a proper address of the property. So when uh, yeah, before entering the town, state, or country, I would suggest you to enter the PIN code directly so that the other property, other page, town, state, country, etc., will be automatically populated for you. Okay. Then select the owner of the property, whether it's self or somebody else. Okay. Then you can mention if this property is co-owned or not. Okay. So if the housing loan is in the joint ownership of you and your spouse, in that case you can mention the yeah, it has 50 percentage or whatever is the percentage you are owning. Okay, so if you are selecting it as co-owned, then you will have to give the details of the co-owner as well. So the PAN details of the owner also has to be provided in this section. Okay, so then what is the type of the property, whether it is self-occupied or is it rented out, or whether it is even it is still lying vacant, sometimes you will have to give it as deemed to be let out. Okay, so currently I have selected it as self-occupied. Then you will find a field where you need to enter the interest payable on the borrowed capital. So that is, borrowed capital means the loan you have taken, okay, and what is the interest you have paid for that financial year. So in the current case, it is 22-23. So I have given here 1 lakh as the interest payable, okay, and since this is a self-occupied property, there is no unrealized rent or something which I have entered here. And now you can see that the income from the house property is coming as minus 1 lakh. Then click on the add button. So once you click on the button, it will appear on the income under the house property tab, which is earlier was 0. Now it is coming as minus 1 lakh. So you can click on the confirm button and then you come back to the schedules. Okay. So one thing you need to remember here is that there is one more section where you need to confirm so that this interest you have paid is correctly reflecting on the income. Okay, so when you are calculating the taxable income, in order for this interest to be rightly included in the taxable income, schedule CYLA also has to be uh, confirmed by you. Okay, so CYLA means that this is the current year losses. Okay, so this interest need to be maintained as the current year losses for you. Otherwise, if you do not confirm that, it will be considered as the losses to be carried forward to the next years. Okay, so in the case of capital losses or the uh, interest of the home loan which you have, you can carry it up to a certain number of years. Okay, so unless you confirm the current the interest is for the current year, this will be considered as carry forwarded to the next years. Okay, so click on this current year losses schedule. So then you will find all the fields are automatically populated. Okay, so the salary which you had maintained in the first schedule is already populated here. Okay, then you can find the house property loss for the current year is mentioned as 1 lakh. Okay, so then the last column here, current year's income remaining after the set off. Okay, so that is maintained as 2,62,332. Okay, so all the other fields you don't have to too much worry about that. Okay, so currently we are concentrating only on the interest part of the housing loan. Okay, then you just cross check everything is coming as correct here, and then you click on the confirm button. Once you click on the confirm button, you are mentioning that the housing loan interest you have paid is to be considered as the losses for the current year. Okay, so I confirm here. Then the next step is to maintain the principal component of the housing loan against the section 80C. So section 80C comes under the schedule 6A. Okay, so click on the 6A schedule, and then under part B, you can maintain the deduction under section 80C. So you will not find the principal component in the description here, but this is the principal you are paying against the housing loan under section 24 of the Indian Tax Act is considered as part of the section 80C. Okay, so you maintain the amount as 60,000. This is a hypothetical amount which I am giving here at the moment. Okay. So once you provide this amount here, the total deduction under chapter 6A is coming as 60,000. Okay. So if you have the uh, employee provident fund or some other details, so those details also can be added here. Okay, so I am not talking about those things here, but only the principal component of the income housing loan. Okay, so once you confirm the section 80C, then at the moment we do not go to the other details, so we want to check whether the total income is considering the interest part as well as the um, principal part of the housing loan. Okay, so yeah, so there is some income from the other sources as well. So the total income from the salary plus the other sources is coming as 3,63,238, and then the current year losses is the interest part, and then the reduction under chapter 6A, that is the section 80C for the principal component, that is coming as 60,000. So all this amount is calculated, and principal and the uh, interest in, interest and the principal is deducted from the total income, and the final taxable income is coming as 2,03,000 odd here. Okay, so you can confirm this, and yeah, so that's how you enter the details for the interest component as well as the principal component. Okay, so if you have to add more schedules to your ITR filing, so under the schedules section, so once you reach the schedules, you will find at the end of the all the schedules, you will find one button, add more schedules. So here you can add more schedules if you want to add. Okay, so that's all in this video. Hope this is beneficial to you when you are filing the ITR2 in the returns. Thank you.